What's up? Welcome to the Not So Morning actual live stream show. This will be a fun one, kind of reviewing all the comments and talking a little bit about what's happening. So stay tuned and we'll roll that intro.
10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not so morning show. Yeah.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Here on a not so afternoon show. It's at 4 p.m. my time in Brisbane, if you can see it on there. 1 a.m. New York time, 6 a.m. in London. I thought this would be a fun time to go live and kind of give you a little bit of a rundown on what's happening on this and go through all the comments because there are a bunch of them. They're all fun. And kind of talk a little bit about this. So if you didn't know, I'm actually leaving with Emma and her family. We're going to Japan for the next 2 weeks and literally just got packed. It's been crazy. And we have to leave our poor whiskey with our good friend, so that's all right. But let me say welcome to everyone here in the chat. Gene and Jelly Duck, Hip Hoop Hooray, and Drone Kings of Darwin said thanks. I hope you both have a great trip, and I appreciate that. So we'll get more into the Japan stuff here in a little bit. We've done a bunch of pre-recorded videos over the last couple weeks, and it's been fun. We call them Preeks, and so despite the Derek ones, because we already read those comments, I thought it'd be fun to bring back that segment for this one right here. So
Reading the comments from all of the Preeks, except Derek's.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna start in order here. So we're gonna start this. It goes back to Mark Ensby's first episode here, which was like last week. So Micah, good friend Micah, we haven't seen him in a while, says the amazing duo of Black Ensby. Actually, like that sounds pretty cool, Black Ensby. And he edited it, so I wonder what it used to say. Scott Donnelly says, I'll be back. Thanks for the well wishes, because Scott has not been well, and we wish him the best. So we look forward to having him back. And he says, oh, hi, Mark. Drone Kings Darwin, who's in the chat, listen, we're going to get through all these. Says, it starts with the $sign. System failure, talking about our little cool end screen. If you've never seen the end, if you ever get to the end of those Preeks, there's kind of a fun little, what do you call it? End screen. And he started with the $sign, and I think that's good luck, because if you didn't know, towards the end of those pre-recorded videos, we tell people what to start it with, and then we will say those guys were there at the end. So that's how we know. And he says, not the iPhone show. Me and Mark were talking about iPhones. Scott Donnelly says, boo to small iPhones. I like small iPhones. I kind of want a smaller one. And then he threw a percent in there. And Walker, what's up? Walker says, maybe it was percent. It was percent. Nah, yeah. It was percent. That was a different one. There we go. So, wait, okay. Never mind. All right. I think I said to type all that stuff in there. Sounds like the Terminator. It does a little bit.
I'll be back.
Okay, so the next one here, second one Mark Ensby did with me. Scott Donnelly says, Mark, if you don't do the racing intersection, I'll be so disappointed. So me and Ensby talked about different ideas that we had for channels that would be really fun for others to make, but not us, because we didn't want to do it. And Mark, he said something about he wants to just go up to random cars and race them and have a GoPro on there. Shane says you guys need to sell some of these video ideas. I agree. Jay Boston says Danny Black went black, and that was because at the beginning of the episode I accidentally hit the wrong button. Thanks, Jay. And Drone Kings and Darwin obviously listened to the very end because he put the exclamation point. He says Apple wins versus Android.com.au, not right. The Not So Morning Show, which is not the live show anymore. Hennigan's to... Hennigan's is, I think, the smell no tell. Yeah, Hennigan's, the Seinfeld drink. Jelly Duck, you use both devices. I see it in there. Yes. Oh, that's right. Mark was just making them up at the end. Okay, I see. Okay, so next one. This is the creaky one. Jay Boston starts with other collaborations. LOL, I'll be on soon, Danny. Yeah, we'll have Jay Boston on for a couple episodes. I'll explain kind of how we're going to go forward with these because it's kind of exciting. I'm liking these pre-recorded videos, but I still want to do at least one of these live ones a week. I'll get into that in a second. Gina Walters comments, 2 of my fave people. Thanks, Gina. Appreciate it. Gina will also be doing a couple as well. Joan King's Darwin Chandler from Friends is the co-host. I think you're referring to Creaky. Looks like Chandler? Okay. All right. Loving the morning show, pre-recorded or live. I hope you continue. Thanks, Shane M. Appreciate that. That's very nice. Very nice comment. The ampersand was the code for the day. Walker made it at the end, said, and Creaky should be a regular guest host. I agree. Creaky was good. And actually, that's going to be funny because of what you'll see after this comment here. Northern Ohio Railroad Action, or we say NORA for short. I'm very glad to see you guys still producing great content every day. If you're live or not, keep doing what you do best. I'll be watching it. I fell in love with the show when I found out about it. Please keep up the great work, my friends. Love watching the Not So Morning show. Not sure if this is the right symbol. And ampersand %. That's funny. Yes. So thanks for that. That's a really nice comment. Like, people don't even know that we might be reading them, but I read them and I appreciate that. So the next one, the next one was with Creaky, and it was a great show. Okay, great show, but I screwed up, and this is what happened. And Walker left the first comment on this one. Creaky has no audio. And so I was actually on a cruise ship when I received that notification. I was like, what? So I got on to listen to it, and I didn't have his audio going through the recording thing, but I could hear it because with Creaky, he uses a black magic capture card, and for some reason it doesn't work with Chrome, and so we had to go through this really roundabout way to do it. The first time it worked, and then I just forgot to switch it over. So we recorded this really good episode of 14 misused emojis, and you know what? We'll do it again when the show comes back after this little break. But that was such a good show. So thanks for that, Gene. This is on Xander's first episode. We talked a little bit of tech. She says Z, which means she got to the end, or Z, or whatever you're from. Haven't missed a show yet. Both formats are good, but maybe the live format has an advantage you hadn't thought of. Oh, hey, Em. I wonder what that advantage would be. So, hey, Bridget, by the way, thanks for stopping by. Gene, you're there. What would be the advantage be? What would the advantage be? Gene's in the chat. Let me know. I'm coughing. Uh-oh. About to get on a plane. Walker says, Z, hold on to your seats, ladies. Danny is not wearing pants in this one. That's right. Hey, Em. Hi. You want to read this one?
Sure. Just 2 mates having a chat about tech, life, and YouTube.
Yeah, that was Sanders' own comment on his own show. All right, anyway, there you go. That's M. Everyone says hi, M.
Hi. Hi.
Is he watching this back? We seem super chill. Looking forward to doing this again soon. Yeah, Xander, that was really fun. Creaky said I wasn't on the show, and he was making fun of us. He was making fun of us because on the bottom where it said his name, and I forgot to change it over. But I did in the show. I realized it. And last but not least, this was the last show. Xander, really interesting tech reviews. He does have really interesting tech reviews. Joe Kings and Darwin says, next on Not So Morning Shows, Xander and Danny hold a special eBay event, buy all our unused tech. I loved that episode with Xander, like going through the tech that we kind of regret. It was like 2 men trying to like up each other, like, no, I'm dumber. No, I'm dumber. Yeah, that's Creaky actually watched it, and he said, Emma was just saying, I wonder how much money is involved in that. And Creaky's like, you should do that like more often than have a running tally of how much money. Yeah. I don't know if I want to know.
Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Watch my story.
My duck is bigger than you would have been able to fix. Oh yeah, you would have been able to fix the audio sooner. That's very true. I did think of that. But going forward, it's just one of those hiccups that I'll have to really look out for and make sure everything's going through there. So I was considering buying one of those motorized sliders and not sure now. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. They're cool, but there's so much work to set up and to sit and watch it go and take time, and the output of it for me doesn't weigh on to how much work it takes, if that makes sense. So having a slider, and yeah, it's like I wouldn't take it anywhere. I don't know why I have it. Luckily it wasn't like a really expensive one. I bought like the cheaper one, but it's nice to have if in case I need it. Xander says I spent 49 Great British pounds on that camera cage. What was I thinking? That's bad. This comment is not safe to be reviewed. There we go. So that's reading the comments, right? Or Toby, maybe I shouldn't steal his job, right? So that's
reading the comments from all those other times.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a mute switch on here so I can cough. There we go. I woke up today. Actually, it was like last night, and it hit me. I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling good. I'm about to get on 2 flights, 2 9-hour flights. We had to change our whole itinerary because we were supposed to go through Hong Kong. We were going to have a 24-hour period in Hong Kong and, be able to see it. I've never been there before, but because of this whole coronavirus thing, if we would have went there, technically China, coming back, we would have to be in quarantine for like 2 weeks. So now we're flying way out of the way, and we're going to Honolulu and then to Japan. So 2 9-hour flights. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. So I woke up with that itch, and I'm like, you can't, when you go to immigration, you can't be like, oh, I feel bad. But I've taken a lot of meds, and I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling better. So maybe it just came and went. Maybe that's what happened. So I'm hoping for that. How long are we in Japan for? We will be back on the 17th. So Monday morning. So it's about, by the time we get there, about a week, maybe something like that. I think we'll arrive in, I forget the names of the cities. Emma probably could tell me. And there's this big ice festival. So we're going to stay in this place, this one spot for a night. And then we're going to go to a resort where there's a indoor wave pool, and it's a ski resort. And it's freezing there. Actually, it is freezing. Can we just let's see if we can find out what the temperature. I don't even know what. Gosh, I can't remember what these places. Let me see if I can look it up. And what's the name of the city we're going to? Oh wait, got it. Okay, it's Hokkaido. Okay, so Hokkaido weather. Let's have a look. Okay, here it is. This is Hokkaido, Japan. That is 5 degrees. Wait. Which one is it? Oh, wait, that's not bad. What? That's way better than we thought. She told me it was like -19. Hold on, let's look at the lows and the highs here. Oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was, but maybe that's just not at the mountain. Lots of snow, which looks good. Okay, it's going to get to -10 when we get there, -9, and that is so Fahrenheit. Ah, that's way better than I thought. I was freaking out. That's not as bad as I was thinking it's going to be. When Emma and I we skied in Banff, and it was negative like 19 Celsius. It was like -5 Fahrenheit, and we could only last for like an hour. It was so. Let's see if we can see some pictures of where we're going. Slopes. Okay. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's not right. I don't think that you don't see that mountain in the background. I'm sure that's in a different island. I don't know Listen. I'm sorry. I was gonna make some I'm gonna make some vlogs on the experience. I actually have some product to review. A company sent me some Bluetooth headphones, so I'm gonna do that. I'm going to bring my GoPro Fusion because I really want to see if I can do something cool with the Fusion. It's been a while since I've used it, and I really want to make it worth it. Shorts and a t-shirt weather. Yeah. Well, listen, I freak out when it's -5 Fahrenheit because that's too cold. Too cold. But this is gonna be fine. Great. By the way, it's pouring outside. It's like the pool is overflowing. We're getting a mini little pond over there. And yes, just got off the 80s cruise. The 80s cruise was amazing. It was fantastic. Really, one of the best cruises I've ever been on. It was just nonstop party. There was, I think, 80% female from ages. Yeah, is that what the buzzing is? I think so. If you hear, let me see. You hear buzzing? Oh yeah, those are cicada? Crickets? Yeah, something like that. That's what that is. Yeah, so the cruise was awesome. I'm gonna hopefully have a vlog out of that on Saturday. I got 18 hours to edit, so why not? Cicada. Yeah, but that's what that is. But I didn't realize that until just now. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. So, as far as vlogging and stuff, I'm the gear that I'm bringing. Listen, I've thought about this over and over again, and actually now I did notice that you can fly your drone there. I just thought if it's that cold, why would I bring my drone? But it's one of those things. I love having a drone, but you don't want to bring too much gear because it's a family vacation. We're all hanging out, but at the same time, when you do vlogs, as much as everyone's like, you got the camera out all the time, it's like priceless memories for them later on. They love it. And so I think that I'm just going to bring my phone with a couple of like those cool lenses. And I'm going to bring my GoPro and then the GoPro Fusion. I'm not going to bring the big Sony a6500, which is what I'm using for this right here. And is this not manual focus? Oh, good thing I had that right the whole time. Interesting. Sorry, I had to hit mute there. Yeah, so buy a cheap one at the airport. Yeah, it's tough. It's. I think that it's not a problem. Like some of the more popular videos I have on my channel, I've done just with the phone and like some of those lenses, and you can get creative with that. And I don't want to like be at this ice festival and fumbling around with my big camera trying to change lenses and stuff when I could just take my phone out and get all the shots that I need. And I have the the microphones and stuff. So, but yeah, I saw a guy. I looked it up. I searched the town or the city, and found someone that was flying drones there. And I was asking him, is it okay to fly there? And he said, yeah, it's no problem. And then he said how cold it was. He's lost connection with it so many times, and it was very frustrating. So I don't know. I think that I'm just eager to just show you guys just the experience of what it's like, do that kind of stuff. So there we go. Don't forget your thermals. Yep, I won't forget. Just packed. I literally just packed. And Whiskey's up at the Sunshine Coast with our friend, and he was very sad to see us go. He doesn't know what's happening, but it's sad. Okay, so as far as this channel going forward, I'm looking at taking kind of a break from now until March. Okay, Xandaround, what's up, man? Xandaround, it is 6:19 a.m. No doubt, though, the wonders of video editing, you can make it look like a drone flight. That's kind of true as well. Drone Kings in Darwin. It's just one of those things. As soon as I get there and I see other people flying a drone, I'll be like, oh, why didn't I bring it? But then you just don't have the worries of having all that gear. Like, I think the more gear you have, and we talked about this on the last episode with Sander, the more gear you have, it's like you feel like you have to use it, and I don't know. That's kind of the way I look at it. So, yeah. So going forward on the show, starting in March, we'll be doing. Let's see, when is March? March starts on a Sunday. Okay, so March 2nd. I'm gonna be doing those pre-recorded shows. I believe it's gonna be like Monday through Friday, or I might do a live stream on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be pre-recorded. One or the other. And so what's going to happen is we could do the whole pre-recorded shows, which is good. The reason I like that is because you can have a little bit more of a conversation and not get distracted. Like right now, it's fine because I'm literally just talking to you guys. But with other people, you get distracted with the chat or just the complications of streaming every now and then. It can be a factor. So also, the huge benefit to it was being able to, record shows with Creaky and Xander and not have to, it's hard for them to be at the time that I was doing the show. So it makes more sense, to do this anytime beforehand. And then, so I'll do like 2 episodes with a guest and then 2 episodes with another guest and then kind of keep going it that way. Maybe there'll be, it'll be 3 of us or something like that. So I go to chat on the replays and you don't respond. That's true. I don't respond. I wait till the live stream to respond. So that's what's going to happen. I think that's going to be a good way to do it. And I think the main thing about this channel is I wanted that conversation. I wanted to keep it fun, yet simple. The other way that we were doing it, it was taking it was literally, I was spending sometimes 8 hours on it and like in a day. And I'm like, there's so many other things I could be doing right now. So, that's the idea. I really like the idea of being able to have those conversations with different anybody in the world, just like a podcast. And then so there we go. Any questions for you guys? I'm not gonna keep this too long. I gotta get ready to hit the airport. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then let's see. Guess what? On February 25th, I'm getting. I have an appointment to get to get a consultation to see if I can get my eyes done. So I'm over the glasses. Like I'm over at least needing glasses just to even see with them off. Waking up and all that stuff. So it's happening. Possibly. We'll see. All right. Any last questions? It's been a great show. Enjoy being here live. And, I could be doing all these other things, random thoughts and all that stuff. But I didn't plan it because I was not feeling well this morning. Okay, listen, if you leave a comment on today's video after the fact and you start it with Toby the Demon, the demon face, if you're watching, and this guy right here. Wow, that looks way different than it normally does. If you see that, if you type that in the comments after the fact, if you're watching after the fact, we will read those on March 2nd, whether it's pre-recorded or not. We'll have a look at it. So, because it's the last show for a few weeks, and it'll be nice to have that break. It's been a bit of a weird, ever since my birthday and Christmas and New Year's, and then my parents came to visit, and the ship, and then going to Japan. It's really hard to get back into a good routine. And after this trip, I'll have some time, so that's gonna be great. Okay. See you later, Jelly Duck, and everyone else. Travel safe. Gene, thank you very much for saying that, and have fun in Japan. Thanks, Walker. Thanks for all your support and being here. I mean, it's very nice of you guys to do that. So, all right, adios. Wait, how do they say goodbye in Japan? How do you say goodbye in Japan? Japanese, sorry. That sounded really ignorant. How do you say goodbye in Japan? Hey, Siri. How do you say goodbye in Japanese?
In Japanese, goodbye is sayonara.
Sayonara. All right, there we go. See you guys. Sayonara. 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 That's what it was. Sayonara. I know.
Sayonara. Goodbye. Thanks for tuning in.